General Hospital, Michael's revenge romance ignites. General Hospital sees Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, is back and looking sexier than ever. We are going to see him getting a love interest sooner rather than later. But what lucky lady in Port Charles gets her hands on that hunky recast? Rory Gibson has got fans falling hard. We're going to talk about a few possible revenge and rebound romance options for Michael. General Hospital, Michael's on a mission. So, we saw Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and everybody stunned at the nurses' ball when Michael crashed the event, snatched his son, Wiley Corinthos, Viren Weaver, and now he's showing he is a man on a mission. His top priority is getting sole custody of his kids and destroying his uncle Drew. But at some point, Michael's going to need some romance. And that could even play into his revenge plans. So, we've got a few ladies in mind to talk about, including his baby mama, Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, that could dive into a romance with Michael. But, will it be about revenge, rebound, or both? Could Michael seek revenge romance with Willow Tate on General Hospital? So, the first option might seem surprising, but it could be Willow Tate. We might see Michael try and get Willow back. At this point, though, I don't think Michael has any romantic interest in her. Willow spending all these months warming his Uncle Drew's sheets, I believe, has killed any love he had for her. But Michael may want to steal Willow from Drew. That would be great revenge for Michael to get. He could rub it in Drew's face that he stole Willow back from him. And on that recent episode, you saw Michael telling Willow she has to leave Drew or lose custody of the kids. Willow seemed shaken. And when she told Drew about the ultimatum, that seemed to make the congressman a little paranoid that he might lose her. But then he talked Willow down. And we all know Drew is obsessed with Willow. So losing her to Michael would hurt him badly. And if Willow does wind up back with her hubby Michael, you know, he might go for double revenge and take her from Drew and then just dump her just to punish Willow for cheating on him with Drew. That would be a really twisted revenge and rebound option for Mikey. Sasha Gilmore, a sweet rebound romance option for Michael Corinthos? So the next woman, of course, to consider is Sasha, who is pregnant with Michael's baby. They still care about each other. And if you remember way back, it was like 2 years ago when Sasha was dating Michael. The only reason they split up was because she and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, faked sleeping together. And Sasha and Chase did that to push Michael and Willow together for the sake of Wiley. Because back then, if you remember, Michael was fighting Nellie Chloe Lanier for custody of their son. That's why Michael married Willow in the first place. It was kind of all rigged. So, at one point, Sasha and Michael did care deeply for each other and were dating and exploring things. And Sasha has said since then she deeply regrets pulling that stunt. And if she and Chase had never interfered to set him up with Willow, you never know. Sasha and Michael might still be together even now. The attraction is clearly still there because they had that one-night stand after Michael found out Willow smooched Drew. And of course that was the same night Sasha found out her boyfriend Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, was her cousin and got all freaked out. Michael got drunk. Sasha got drunk. And then, you know, that is of course how Michael and Sasha ended up in bed and made the baby she's carrying. Michael recently told Jason, Steve Burton, he wished Sasha would change her mind and let him raise the baby with her. And Michael may get the chance because the truth could very well come out in court that Sasha's carrying his baby because Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, just figured out Michael slept with Sasha and she suspects he's the baby daddy, not Jason. Although Sasha did say she hates that phrase. General Hospital, Rick exposes Michael. So you know, Nina is going to run tell Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, so he can tear Sasha apart on the stand or threaten to, you know, it might turn into a back office deal. So you know, Rick exposing that Michael and Sasha slept together before Willow slept with Drew puts both of them on equal footing in the custody case. And once the truth is out, then there's no reason for Sasha to keep Michael out of the baby's life. That could open the door for a new romance between Sasha and Michael. And if he and Sasha went from co-parents to falling in love, that could be a really, really sweet rebound romance. It might irritate Willow, which would just be a bonus. Exploring unexpected romance, could Michael date Molly Lansing Davis on GH? So, a third option for Michael next romance is an interesting one. What if he got with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos? They are not blood related, but they do share a sister. Sort of. His sister Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, who is not related to Michael by blood or biology, is Molly's half-sister. So no, Michael and Molly are not related, not even a little bit. And General Hospital has had step-siblings and step-cousins dating in the past. One prime example is Michael and Willow, because remember Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard married Nina, which meant that Michael and Willow were legal step-siblings that were involved. So they've also of course had Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna together, and they were each half-siblings biologically with Christina, but not biologically related to each other, but still weird. And with slim pickings for single ladies in Port Charles right now, Michael might have to consider dating in the family pool, you know. But Molly would be a fun choice for Michael, I think. Molly is beautiful. She is single after splitting from TJ Ashford, Taj Bello. We've seen Molly hanging out with Cody, but they've not had a kiss or a date or anything. So, that means Michael and Molly might be potential rebound romance partners. Could Jordan Ashford be Michael's next love interest on General Hospital? And a fourth choice that could be fun for Michael is if he started seeing Jordan Ashford. She's drop-dead gorgeous, and she needs romance because she dropped Isaiah Gainan, saw Andy Wilson, because she was working undercover targeting Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. And of course, Isaiah has a known grudge against the guy. So that was a problem. Plus, I could see Sidwell thinking it's a good idea for Jordan to date Michael to get inside info on Sonny. So Jordan might consider dating Michael to make Sidwell happy, but of course I don't think Jordan would actually target Michael, but she might let Sidwell think she is. Potential love interests and the excitement of Michael's return to GH. And of course, one thing to consider, General Hospital may bring in a new character for Michael. Somebody brand new for him to move past Willow, assuming she stays with Drew. There's just not many single ladies in Port Charles right now. So maybe they'll add somebody new to the cast. And there are a couple more single ladies that I want to mention, but I don't think for one reason or another they'd be a good match for Michael. First of all, there's Christina, who is technically not blood related to him, but they consider each other siblings, so that would be way too icky. And there's also the fact that Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, may be single soon because Curtis, Donnell Turner, may dump her for all her lies. But I doubt Michael would do that to Curtis. There's also sexy ADA Justine Turner, Nazneen Contractor, who is targeting Sonny and might try and get with Michael for that reason, but I doubt that he would entertain her. And no matter who Michael ends up with next, his return and recast with Rory Gibson have been epic so far, and I cannot wait to see what's next. Hospital 2-week spoilers June 2nd to 13th, Michael relents and BLQ crushed by rejection. General Hospital spoilers, Rocco learns the truth about Gio. Monday, June 2nd, we've got Rocco Falzaroni, Finn Francis Carr, showing his mom Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning, some social media posts about Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, and all the stuff breaking his violin. And so, Rocco wants to know if it's true that Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Brooke Lynn are Joe's parents. Dante is there and confirms, yes, it is true. He's my son and your brother. And of course, Rocco wants to know if this was such a big secret, how did it come out? And he may not be too happy to find out that his mom Lulu set this in motion. Plus, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, has an emotional reunion with Michael. Of course, she has emotional things with everybody. Will Christina tell Michael she tried to kill Ava Jerome, Maura West, and make his return all about her? Kind of what I expect. General Hospital spoilers, Brooke Lynn completely unleashes. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, is in hot water as Laura Spencer Collins, Jeannie Francis, demands to know what is happening, why there is $10 million missing from Ace Cassadine, Jay and Joey Clay's estate. I'm sure she'll tell some lies and get out of it for the moment. Brooke Lynn completely unleashes on Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, and Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta, for not telling her that Gio was her son all these years. Gloria comes in hot defending Lois, and then BLQ wants to know if Lois actually regrets any of this. Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, tries to give some advice to Gio, who says he's going to do things on his own from here. And Sonny tells Gio he and Dante went through a similar experience. Gio probably knows some of it, but probably doesn't know all the down and dirty details of how Sonny found out Dante was his son and that he actually shot him because Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, was filling Gio in on some of Sonny's history and it was all news to him. So, I don't know if he knows this because Sonny can say, well, you know, at least Dante didn't shoot you or anything. Plus, Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, is asking Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, about what he is holding back about her accident with Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst. And seems like Lucky should tell on Christina. He owes Liz the truth. Even if he doesn't go down to the cop shop, even if he asks Liz not to, he should tell her the truth. GH spoilers, Jordan investigates Professor Dalton, custody hearing begins. Tuesday, June 3rd, we've got Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, spending some time getting acquainted with Professor Hank Dalton, Daniel Goddard. We haven't seen him in a minute. I hope they actually use Daniel Goddard. He's quite a good actor, he's quite attractive, and I would hate for him to be wasted, and we haven't seen a lot of him. So hopefully more soon. Jordan learns a few things about him. And I wonder if she's doing it on Sidwell's Carlo Rhoda orders since Professor Hank is doing some sketchy experimenting. Sonny meanwhile opens up to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. Could be about the Gio/Dante thing, worried about Michael's custody case, worried about the bomber, maybe all his worries because there's more than a few. Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, is there for Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, and so her bestie might be taking some more heat from Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, about taking that Dalton assistant job. Rick backs Alexis into a corner with Laura just grilling her about the $10 million. You know, Alexis may protest that she can't keep stealing. And so Rick may say, hey, okay, just pay us out a big lump sum. Something like that. Michael and Willow Tate's Caitlin McMullen custody hearing also gets rolling on Tuesday. We're going to see Willow Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, and Drew Kane Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, there with Rick in the courtroom representing her. Willow looks a little worried. Obviously, Michael is there with Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy representing him. And of course, he's got his family standing loyally by. I hope if Christina is there, she can keep her lips zipped. General Hospital spoilers, Brooklyn unleashes on Lulu, Michael takes the stand. Then on Wednesday, June 4th, Brooklyn completely unleashes on Lulu. Obviously, she's going to rip her a new one. I expect Lulu to hit back on BLQ and say, you know, all your lies started this, so it's really all your fault. Lucky surprises Liz. And Michael takes the stand at the custody hearing on General Hospital. Of course, Nina's sitting on that cheating info, and I think she's going to keep sitting on it until later in the week. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, leans on Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna about something, and Laura and Sonny talk about family. There is, of course, so much to talk about. Dante BLQ Gio. Will she mention the money that's gone from Ace's trust? GH spoilers, Willow considers dumping Drew, Sasha struggles. Thursday, June 5th, Willow makes a move. She may be considering dumping Drew, at least short-term, because it looks like Michael could win and she can't face losing her kids. Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, is struggling and maybe going up and lying on the stand is eating at her. Anna is suspicious and she brings Jason in on something maybe about the bomber. Lucky has to face a tough truth. And I wonder if it's something like he can't cover for Christina without being a bad boyfriend to Liz, or maybe something about whether or not he can stick around Port Charles because Liz was telling his mom Laura she's not sure if he's going to stay or go because he gets itchy feet. You know, Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, and Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, have a family get-together. Curtis is very upset with Portia right now. So this seems strange. General Hospital spoilers, Drew reacts, Nina comes clean, Carly confronts Jason. Friday, June 6th, something rubs Drew the wrong way. He may be reacting to Willow saying that they need to step away from each other at least until the custody issue gets sorted. Jordan and Curtis have a check-in chat. She's asking about Portia. I would expect that Curtis might tell her about the ketamine confession and Jacinda, and you know exactly what she did. Nina comes clean about something. She may cave and tell Willow that Michael cheated. I don't know. Or if Curtis is grilling her about the ketamine stuff or about Portia, she may come clean on her side of it. We'll see. Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, puts Jason on the spot. Maybe she has overheard something and knows he's lying about having gotten Sasha pregnant. Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, and Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, spend some time getting to know a bit more about each other. And Cody may talk to Molly about his regrets about the whole Dante situation and enabling and abetting what Lulu did. GH Weekly Spoilers, Jason explains, Cody makes amends, custody trial twists. The week of June 9th through the 13th. Obviously, Jason's going to have to explain himself to Carly, and she may worry that the pregnancy cover-up would make Michael look bad in court. I mean, Jason could always claim it was his and Sasha idea and Michael didn't know, but otherwise it looks like he was plotting to lie to the court. Cody's determined to make things right with Dante, and he'll probably be forgiven long before Lulu is. Nina's torn about all this. Loyalty to Willow means enabling Drew, and Nina definitely doesn't want Willow to move to DC with the kids. So the best outcome in Nina's mind is joint custody. Maybe she can help make that happen. Drew is scrambling. If Willow is considering sacrificing their relationship for the kids, obviously, he'll do anything to stop that. Lucky is in a tough spot thanks to Christina. And things may go sideways at the custody trial because we have what looks like a slam dunk for Diane. It may go in a very unexpected way because of one person in particular. And Gio may be the one to make Lois and Gloria feel truly terrible. And he may demand they leave Port Charles. Those two are the architects of Joe's misery, and his mom Camila's memory is now tainted. I don't really think Lois and Gloria can look Gio in the eyes and defend or justify their actions. Plus, Brooklyn is desperate to know her son Gio, and his rejection is devastating her.